We're gonna go through the boat. We're gonna show you what it looks like after 6 months of sitting on the hard.
The deck is kind of the #1 issue that we're experiencing right now.
I've got a lot of comments about this, when are you gonna ask that girl to marry you? And I'm just like, calm down.
So I kind of snuck away with Michael's phone.
Okay.
Because
these ladies have helped me find the proper ring for Michael.
Going to Florida.
Day one.
Gonna go buy a boat.
this is the first sunset we're gonna bring in under sail.
Tony and Jared, they left.
I just joined the bums here.
What would your days look like if you were living the adventure of your dreams?
Hey guys, welcome to the Boatyard. My name's Michael and this is Joel. We're bums on a boat. So about 4 years ago, I stepped foot on Joel's boat for the first time, and then I became his girlfriend, and then we sailed here from Florida. And here is Carriacou, Grenada.
Yep, so it took us 4 years to get here from Florida. Although we weren't sailing the whole time, we got stuck in a boatyard for a year. We were waiting out COVID for another year in the Dominican Republic. But it was a long, tough battle to get here because it's into the east winds. And we made it to Carriacou. The wind and the cars are killing me. This is ridiculous. Oh, there's no better place to record this, guys. We're recording this in front of the boat. We're giving you the shot here. Don't mind all the traffic and the wind and the people throwing trash at the trash can right behind you. Just relax. Okay, so we left the boat here for 6 months, and there's some things that happened over the 6 months. Now, leaving your boat on the hard is just a part of cruising.
Yeah.
So if you plan on buying a boat, it's gonna have to sit on the hard at some point. Even if you're living on it and you're just stuck to it and you're never gonna leave it, you're still gonna have to pull the boat out, do some work on the bottom. It's just a matter of time.
Plus, if you are on a budget like us and you're looking to buy an older boat that's likely been sitting for a while, it's gonna have a lot of the problems that our boat has now.
These are just this is an old boat, 1974, and there's some problems that were kind of creeping up and we just let them go, because that's kind of a part of cruising. You got to pick your battles and you got to figure out, what do I need to do now and what can I let go for 6 months down the road when you're returning back to the boatyard. And now they've moved to the top of the priority list, and the last time we were in the boatyard for a year, we were able to take some big jobs down, and luckily we're not going to have to redo those ones. So it's just a constant process. Stay tuned. We're going to go through the boat. We're going to show you what it looks like after 6 months of sitting on the hard, and we're going to give you our game plan moving forward. Why did you leave the boat for 6 months?
I know, pick me.
No.
Oh.
You haven't. Well, I just want to say, maybe Michael has the answer. I just want to ask you guys, why did Bruce Wayne become Batman? Why did Elon Musk decide to shoot a Tesla up into space? Why did The Rock decide to go from wrestling to acting? In all the cases, it seemed like a good idea to them at the time, and it seemed like a good idea to us as well. So, after some time, Bruce Wayne realized that being Batman, it takes a lot of sacrifice, and he's maybe not so sure he should have become Batman. And Elon Musk is probably sitting in a hot bath that night wondering if he should have smoked that J with Joe Rogan. And then you go to The Rock, who probably flicks on WWE and goes crying tears of joy that he decided to become an actor. So we can talk tit for tat all day. The point is, we made our decisions, we're back now, and we're gonna make different decisions moving forward.
But we wouldn't have done it any other way.
I've got a lot of comments about this, when are you gonna ask that girl to marry you? And I'm just like, calm down, okay? I don't even know if I wanna get married. I don't even know if that's something that I'm up for. Give me some time here. And you know, the comments just kept flooding in. On my own time, I'll do it if I feel like it. So in Spain, I decided to pop the question. And if you're following us on Facebook or Patreon or your Instagram followers, you know, friends of ours like that, you know us like that, then you already know that.
But you
this
don't know
happened.
the details, like him calling up my dad to ask for his blessing or going into debt to buy a ring. So we're gonna share those details with you now.
We just got done exploring Athens, Greece with our fellow sailing and YouTuber friends, Maddie and Herbie from Rigging Doctor. And now we're stranded in a train station in Madrid, Spain. Here we are in Spain at a train station. We left Athens at about, well, we left our hostel at 5:45 a.m. Got to the airport at about 6:30. Our flight left at 8:30. We made it to Madrid, managed to catch a bus and a train to this place where we're supposed to catch a bullet all the way across the country to Malaga. And the train is sold out. So not only that, but it was much more expensive. Michael thought she saw like 20 euros for a ticket.
I did see,
And-
I saw 25 euros for a ticket. But apparently you're supposed to book in advance because what happened is they're completely sold out. So now all they have is first class train tickets for 150 a piece, but there's like only one left. So we couldn't both go. And it's bloody expensive. Yeah, so the next ones are tomorrow at like noon, which would mean we'll have to be here for like a day overnight. So Andy's helping us, he's coordinating with us. I guess there's a way to catch like a carpool van or something. So we're looking at that option. Here we are at a bus stop in Madrid. It's about 5:35 in the morning. We didn't make it yesterday. Michael got in touch with a Russian hacker who tried to buy appliances with our credit card. And luckily Schwab was on it and they canceled the card, so I think he was unsuccessful, but now we don't have a card. Well, we're down one card. Down one card.
And we didn't give up on that carpool service though, so we got in touch with somebody else that's gonna drive a van all the way to Madeira from Madrid.
Malaga.
Oh yeah, Malaga.
Poor Joel is like running on very little sleep and getting a bit run down and achy, and we're both kind of there, but I'm keeping my head in the game because I gotta make this happen. We found out what happened with the trains though. There is a centennial celebration going on in Malaga this weekend. So everyone in the whole country wants to get to Malaga, including us.
I might need to put this on my lap.
Yeah, we can sit with the bags too.
No, I think.
Daniel's here.
This is very old.
How old do you know about when it was recorded?
Supongo que serán the 40s, 50s,
Okay.
something like that. There's even older. It has very good quality.
We are well on our way. And Daniel turns out to be really awesome. He speaks very good English, Spanish as well, obviously. He's given us a good history lesson on España, the land of the rabbits. And we're just now waking up. Okay, we've made it to Malaga. It's a very awesome conversation. Daniel taught us a lot about the history. He's studying to be a history teacher, so that makes a lot of sense. He taught us about bullfighting.
Jeez.
And music. He's
This
also a
guy
musician.
is amazing. Both.
I really just sat there and listened a lot. I was glad to know he was studying to be a history teacher because Not only does he speak great English and Spanish, he knows so much about history. He's also been playing the drums since he was 4 years old. Excellent driver.
English, ay, Jeffrey igual Fandango.
It's a great experience. We made it to Malaga.
Yeah, it was like a 1970s concrete pit.
This whole deck, you're saying?
Yeah, so it was just like this. It just went up. This was there, but it was like, I don't even know if it was originally built as a pool. I think it was more built for like water storage.
Huh.
And they put some steps in. But yeah, I changed it all up anyway.
Andy built the whole deck, like everything.
Yeah, so we did this. We installed that. Hibbert actually laid the concrete for the tub. I told her to like mix concrete and stuff.
Fire pit? Oh yeah.
You guys are like professional landscapers.
Andy and Hibba invited us to stay in their Airbnb and treated us like family. One night, Hibba asked me when I plan on proposing to Michael. I said, one day, when the time is right. She said, why not now? I proceeded to spout out a list of excuses. At the top were too much spending on traveling lately, can't justify buying a ring, and I need to talk to Michael's dad in person. She said, we will buy the ring and you can pay us back on your own time. I declined, but she insisted, and also said, you can call him. It might not be the same as in person, but it is better than nothing. If you're waiting for everything to be perfect, you'll be waiting forever. That rang true, as it reminded me of when it was time to pull the lines from the dock.
I hijacked Michael's phone. She's the only one with service.
Whoa!
Hello. Good morning.
Hello? Good morning.
Can you hear me?
Loud and clear.
So, I kind of snuck away with Michael's phone
Okay.
because I plan to ask her to marry me today. And so I'm trying to surprise her.
Okay.
But I really felt like I wanted to talk to you about it.
Okay. Okay.
Ideally in person.
Further apart.
I know that it just seems like the opportunity is just so perfect right now. And I've been putting it off, waiting for the perfect time when everything's right.
That seems like it.
But I know that, yeah, marrying her is, becoming part of the Schuster family, which is a huge honor to me. But, I'm also asking for your blessing and becoming part of the family.
No, you've got it. You've got it. Go right ahead. It's been a real joy seeing how happy you've made her. So, yes.
Oh, cool. Okay. She's gonna put it in a nice box.
Okay, these ladies have helped me find the proper ring for Michael. This is it. It's a real diamond. It's not zirconium. That's why she's so small. This is the best we can do for now. I think Michael will be very happy.
I mean, this is not selling. Don't sell yourself short. This is really pretty.
It is, yes.
Wait. Oh, look at that. It's so cool. I'm so excited for you guys.
All right. What should we do?
Do the Titanic. Like, do the Titanic. It'll be funny. I'll take a photo. What?
It's been a crazy last 5 months. Right? It's been a crazy 3 years. It's been a crazy 3 years. Almost 4 years. It's been amazing. Like, I couldn't imagine spending my life with anybody else. Will you marry me?
Of course. Are you kidding me?
I'm serious.
Yes. Yes. Woo!
Does it fit?
Oh my gosh. Woo!
They just went for it.
Lola, how does shock look to you, old girl? We're gonna start on the outside of the boat, then we're gonna move up, let's go on the deck and tell you what we're looking at, and then we're gonna go inside. So first thing we noticed was looking here at our rudder, it's locked, and there's a little bit of play in it. When you go, back and forth, it's a little concerning. I'm not really sure what's happening yet. We're gonna have to look into that, but there's just a little bit of play. It goes back and forth about an inch or so. All right, so one more thing to be a little concerned about is this rust down here on the bottom of the skeg. We're just noticing the rust color, so we're gonna have to look into that. All right, so another big job on the list is we need to sand and paint the entire hull of the boat, the bottom of the boat. And right here you can see where the stands were the last time we painted. We're down to bare fiberglass, so our barrier coat that we put on came off. So we're gonna sand all the bottom paint off down to the barrier coat. We're gonna add some more layers of barrier coat. The cool thing is we're not gonna have to scrape all the barrier coat off like we did the last time. We can just sand down to get to the barrier coat, and in the places where there is no barrier coat, rough that up and add layers of barrier coat to the entire hull of the boat, and then we're gonna add anti-fouling.
So like Joel said, it's all about picking your battles when it comes to boat life and boat work and cruising in general. And we can't tackle everything at one time. So our first priority is to sand the bottom, do the bottom paint, get back in the water, and then we're gonna tackle the deck, because the deck is kind of the #1 issue that we're experiencing right now. Just about everything, all of the deck hardware, the stanchions, the rigging, the hatches, they need to be rebedded, resealed, and the tow rail is another big concern as well. So this tow rail was damaged in Hurricane Irma when Joel was in Key West. The boat was kind of smashed up against the dock, and we did a Band-Aid repair about a year ago in Luperon, where we kind of put some sealant on the outside and some wood putty over here just to kind of try to help it out, but that did not do the trick. So essentially we need to rip that out. We need to take out all of those bolts and rebed them. Okay, so if you haven't been around boats and you want to buy one, you're looking at old boats, one thing that you can check just with the feel of your feet as you're walking around the deck is for soft spots. You want the deck to be nice and hard. That's how you know that there hasn't been any water penetration. There isn't any compromising of that deck core. That's what we have going on next to this shroud. As I step on it, you can kind of see the fiberglass just give way underneath my foot. So this is something we have to address. So with the leaky deck being one of the biggest problems with our boat right now, I just wanted to illustrate what that actually looks like. And in this locker behind me, where incidentally I store my clothes, is one of the worst places, and it's pooling water every time it rains. And it rains just about every day for at least 20 minutes here in Carriacou. Water is coming in to the boat from the deck, and that's happening at various points along the tow rail and the hatches. Next time you see us, we're gonna have sanders in hand, we're gonna be masked up, and we're gonna be getting this girl ready for some bottom paint. Are you glad to be back?
Yeah,
Glad-
really glad to be back. 6 months is a long time to be away from your home.
Yeah.
Shock Mate is our home, and we can't wait to start living on her again. And one thing we failed to mention was we learned this the hard way. It's very tough to live on your boat while you work on it on the hard, especially some of the projects we'll be tackling. So we got a nice little place. We can walk to the boat from there. So it'll make us a lot more productive, and we might not start to lose our hair again. And maybe we'll not lose our minds either.
By the way, if you've ever done it and you've been able to live on the boat and be efficient with your time, tell us, how did you make that happen? Because I'd be curious. So far, we don't think it's possible.
I mean, yeah, we've proven that it's possible to live on your boat and to work on it. We've done it. But the thing is was it worth it? And the money we saved living on the boat, it kind of was spent in time where we could have spent that money on a place to live. and been a lot more productive on the boat because you don't have to clean the boat up when you're done working on it every single day to cook lunch and to cook dinner. And just to be able to live in it without losing your mind, you kind of got to clean it up. So you rip it apart, clean it up, rip it apart.
It's so nice to have your construction zone and then your living zone or your office zone, because we're kind of living and working at the same time. So having that separation of space is essential.
Yeah, so thank you for watching. Thank you for joining us here in the Boatyard. We're excited to get back to work.
Woo,
Get
who
back
else
to
is
what we love.
excited? Boatyard, baby.
Boatyard bums yet again. And we're just going to get to work here in Carriacou.
Yep.
We'll see you next time.
Bye.
Subscribe if you haven't already. And, you know, we did lose a lot of subscribers in the last couple episodes. I just would like to acknowledge that. That's okay. You know, we're making some changes. People change, people grow, and, you know, maybe our content isn't for everybody. Well, I know that's the case. And some of the people that used to love us, they just stopped liking us. And they said, you know what? Unsubscribe. You're going to go to Greece and have a good time. I don't like that. I don't like you.
But you're here, and we love that you're here. And we hope
so
you
thank
enjoy
you
these
for sticking
videos
with us.
moving forward.
Yeah, and our patrons, thank you for sticking with us as well.
Yeah.
Through that crazy learning period, transition, traveling. It was exhausting. It was a lot. Trust me, we're glad to be back at the boat.
And it's a whole new chapter.
These are the tales of BOAB.
Boats on a boat.